invite that went out to Navalny's wife. Can you talk a bit about how the president may address foreign policy issues? Of course, he's going to be speaking to Republicans, many of them who, he wants to convince to back more funding to Ukraine.
So, look, I'm going to be really mindful and not get ahead of the president on his State of the Union remarks, so not going to lay that out and how he's going to address Republicans, as you mentioned, who will be in front of him. But, the president, as it relates to certainly Ukraine, the president's going to continue to make his case that House Republicans need to move forward. The Speaker needs to put the National Security Supplemental on the floor. We know that it would get overwhelming support. And also, it's also about our national security, our own national security. And so we can't let politics get in the way of our national security. So the president's going to make that clear, and I'll just leave it to the president. As he would say, stay tuned. Stay tuned for tomorrow.
Just to be clear, he'd make those points clear at the State of the Union.
He's going to continue to make that case clear. You asked me how he's going to do that or lay that out tomorrow in the State of the Union. I just don't want to get ahead of the president. But our message continues, right? As it relates to national security supplemental, obviously the Ukraine aid is included in that supplemental.
Justice Navalny also invited and couldn't attend.
So I talked about this yesterday. Mrs. Navalny was indeed invited personally by the president. She was not able to attend. I would refer you, obviously, to her to explain why. But yes, she was invited.
Just lastly on the
Yes.
Russian missile strike, it was only about 200 feet away from President Zelensky. That's according to one of our sources. And a source close to Zelensky tells us that they believe Zelensky was the intended target. Is the U.S. looking into that strike? Do they believe that Zelensky was, in fact, the intended target?
So I can't speak to what they were targeting. That's not something that I can speak to, but it appears that it landed near, as you just said, the convoy. And I think Russia's actions speak for themselves here, but I can't speak for their exact target.